gentlemen, it is episode 183, November 13th, 2024. Let us be the first to wish you and yours a happy National Pickle Day. For those of you, that's what I'm talking about.
Gross.
For those of you who like pickleball, maybe, I don't know, pickleball. Dude, week 11.
We're more than halfway through now.
I know, that's sad.
Yeah.
I have to make a confession though.
Okay.
I started watching Christmas movies with the kids. Too early? Too soon?
Yes. Too early, dude. December 1st.
I don't know about that.
You're gonna have an issue with this because you've converted to fake tree. But I saw a meme.
It's so sad.
I saw a meme and it says, reason number one why we have a real tree in our house, and it's because it doesn't have to go up on November 1st. It is true.
You can't get them.
You've gone fake tree, so now you've started Christmas early.
No, well,
I can hold off still. I can hold off.
Also, my kids asked to put the tree up this weekend.
Wow.
So, am I gonna curtsy to that? I don't think so. I think I want to hold off. So.
You know, funny story. We had a fire this weekend watching some games, and one of the kids that came over, they were 9, 10, 11 maybe. They're like older kids, and one of them had an elf, like the one that comes on your shelf, had the elf in a it was like a basting carrier, like not like a basting, like a cake carrier. Like you put a cake in to take to a party.
Yeah.
They had it in there, so they weren't touching it. So it was like a whole thing, and it was like, my daughter, who we do Elf on the Shelf with now, it's like, when's that thing coming back to our house? And we were just like, what is? I thought you can't. I was like, I had to explain to her, like, she wasn't actually touching it because if you touch it, it loses its magic.
Right.
It was like a whole deal. I was like, Jesus.
But it was in that. It's one of those containers.
Yeah, like a cake carrying container, but it was like clear so you could see it. It wasn't, like the frosted glass ones that are plastic.
Okay. Elf on the Shelf's fun.
For like 2 weeks.
No. We already started that too.
Already?
That wasn't me though. That wasn't me.
You're doing a month and a half. You're doing.
I love Christmas time, dude. There's nothing I can do about it.
I like Christmas too, but you're doing 45 days of Elf on the Shelf.
Hey, I'm committed. I'm like Jaden Daniels with the virtual reality. I got virtual reality Christmas decorations going on right now.
You do have a big house.
What do you mean? You never been here?
I've heard. No, I don't know about that.
Mm-hmm.
How about this though? I was listening to sports talk radio the other day, and not that we go looking for it, but we don't get a lot of the credit we deserve on things, and you've done a good enough job on social media to get our name out there and in comments and stuff. Well, oh man, I forgot what this was about.
You said you're listening to sports talk
radio?
I
know, but this guy was telling me. Oh, I know what it was. It was about your house and how big it was.
Who said that?
The guy didn't say your house, but he said that he was listening to these guys, or he saw these guys on Twitter, and they kept chirping somebody about Russell Wilson and how many interceptions did he have, more touchdown passes versus bathrooms in his house. And I was like, wait a second, that might have been us. And I was just like, wait a second, because we were doing that like 2 years ago when he played for Denver. Remember? Because he didn't have a lot of touchdown passes.
Yeah, we came across a stat somebody put out there, and we had a ticker or something that we were counting.
Yeah, what they were like. Yeah, that's what they said. Like they had a ticker, or they had like a graph for when did he throw the touchdown passes that passed the amount of bathrooms he had. So they were following him, dude.
I don't know, dude. It could have been. Oh, speaking of that. I don't know. People are already yelling at us. I forgot what I when you're on social media and stuff, it's pretty funny because people take things really serious. I forgot what I had just I post these things, and some of them make people really mad, and I love it because
Yeah.
as a fan, you have no choice but to go to bat for your team and your boys. So we're not gonna sit there and not appreciate that. So I forgot. Let's play this. Which one was this? Of all time, because he steals all the touchdowns from Saquon Barkley and then juices up his numbers. So everybody's like, he's the MVP. And I'm like, dude, you watched the first half of that game. Jalen Hurts looked awful. One of the Mr. Moneyline says, this dude makes me so mad. I'm like, yeah. He's like, I don't know what he's doing. But he'll get 4 total touchdowns. Everybody's like, man, he's put the team on his back. And it's hard to tell if the Eagles good.
Dude, stand your ground.
Sometimes I completely forgot. Like the phone started buzzing, and it's like so and so commented, so and so commented, so. And I'm like, what is going on here? I went after Jalen Hurts. Same thing happened when the Caleb Williams stuff, man, buddy.
Oh man,
They say nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. Nobody circles the wagons like me. Whenever I'm doing this, I got so many slides on this show right now for Caleb Williams, dude.
Hey, bigger news though. Anthony Richardson's back.
Let's go, dude. Oh, National Pickle Day first before we do that. Americans consume more than 9 pounds of pickles per person annually. To give context, the average cucumber weighs 0.8 pounds.
Cucumber.
Wait a minute. I feel like we need.
Is cucumber a pickle?
Is that 0.8 of a pound or?
Wait, let me go back on.
We need a math.
That
is
not
person.
That is not 8 pounds.
We need no 0.8 of a pound.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That means it's not even a pound.
We need.
It means you need.
That's what I'm.
2 more
I don't know the
tenths.
conversion there because that can get tricky.
You need 2 more tenths.
That can get tricky.
Or like.
So that's wait a minute.
3 more ounces or something.
The cucumber weighs. So how much of a cucumber do you have to eat? Now, if people are eating those things you get from the gas station, right? Like those. What are they called? The Red Hots, the big giant ones that come in the bag.
I don't know. What I do know is that some fat ass is eating my 9 pounds annually because I don't eat pickles.
It's probably me because I love pickles. I like the pickle sunflower seeds.
Ugh.
Secondly, the Bigs, your sunflower seeds aren't Bigs, dude. I ate a regular pack of David's Ranch sunflower seeds today, and I was like, what is this? I feel like as I was eating nerds. Pathetic. What happened? What happened to all the sunflower seeds, man?
Yeah, you got to get the jumbos, the David's jumbos.
I know the jumbos, but the bigs are supposed to be big too, but they're not.
Yeah, no, I agree. They're little. They're like medium, because David's regular sunflower seeds are like pinky size.
They're ruining stuff, man. The protein bars are getting smaller. It's outrageous. I can't stand it. Okay, we have week 11, so we've got to talk football, and we have a lot to get to. So let's get to it. Breaking news. This came out earlier, but
speaking of pickle,
dude, the Colts are in a pickle. I looked up this stat too, by the way. So Anthony Richardson's back on the map. They're doing the old snip, snap from The Office, vasectomy, reverse vasectomy, this and that, who's in, who's out. Here's what I'll say about this. Buffalo. So the Colts have been in every single game they've played by one possession.
Yeah.
All of them. They have not lost a game by more than, or won a game or lost a game by more than one possession, other than when they played Buffalo last week where they lost by 10.
That's right. Should have been a lot worse than that.
So, secondly, Anthony Richardson's stats on the year. Completion percentage, 44.
It's bad.
It's so bad. He averages 7.2 yards per pass. He has a rating of 57. He's got 958 passing yards, 242 rushing yards, 4 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, 7 interceptions. Dude. Say whatever you want, dude. This guy stinks. It doesn't matter who you put back there, right?
I mean, my question is, how bad is Sam
Ellinger?
Ellinger or whatever his name is from Texas? He's not even getting a chance.
He was Mr. Preseason, wasn't he?
I mean, he's the
I
one
said,
that he's the one that claims Texas is back.
yeah, where is Tex? He'll tell us. Smith CO stats. I said Bills one time, and there she is. She pops right in there.
That's right.
Now, Joe Flacco's stats, he's averaging 67.4% completion, 200 yards a game, 7 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. So that's been his last. So this is what Jim Irsay needs to do. This is what Jim Irsay needs to do. He needs to fly another whale across the country to get this team right. I haven't heard anybody say that yet. But what Jim Irsay needs to do is be like, look, we care about the environment. We got to change things up. He needs to get a whale again, fly it across the country. See if that mixes up. Now you talk about the locker room gelling. That might get it done.
We can sit here, give ridiculous hot takes, and joke about this all they want. But from a football standpoint, they got to get JT going.
Facts.
I mean, like everybody's going to look at the Bills game, and the Bills blew them out. We all know that. But they're also going to look at
10, dude. They didn't blow them out. Stop.
They scored at the very end of the game, dude. But anyways, they're also going to look at the stats that JT had over 100, and 59 of those yards came on one busted play. Like the Bills held him under 4 yards of carry the rest of the game, but they don't give him the ball enough. He can catch the ball in the backfield. They need to take some pressure off these quarterbacks.
They're too busy worried about trying to figure out who the quarterback is going to be. They're having like open tryouts during the games to be like, oh, okay, let's look at this. Meanwhile, you've got Michael Pittman,
who's hurt,
Josh Downs, Alec Pierce. Like you've got all these weapons, and they're like, all right, we're having tryouts, we're having tree-outs, like the longest yard out there.
They're going to bring a guy from the stands.
They're not even like, dude, they're not even that out of the race yet. You know what I mean? Like the Texans are in an absolute free fall at 6-4, and the Colts are 4-6. Like one more game, the Texans lose, the Colts win.
Yeah, could be this weekend.
Yeah, dude, they robbed us. Joe Flacco versus Aaron Rodgers, they robbed us.
I mean, my hot take for the game, which you'll see coming up, is kind of ruined now.
No. You don't. It's not ruined. I just I didn't even know that's where you're going. But anyways, anything else on this? I don't know. This guy.
To me,
who's gonna have a better season, him or Caleb Williams?
Yeah,
like that's the question.
I mean, they both have people around them. You know.
What does that mean?
The Colts are starting. The Colts have.
Thanks, dude.
That's a John Madden.
That's right.
The Colts do have. They have 3 rookie offensive linemen right now, though. I think
that's crazy. They used to have one of the best OLs in the league.
Last year they did.
Yeah.
They just put their center on IR before the Bills game. I know that. And then I think a guy got hurt in the Bills game, so they had 3 rookies in there. Which you can't do nothing with that.
No. Well, it's going to be hilarious. Like they've committed to him supposedly for the rest of the year, 7 or 8 games left, whatever it is. Should be hilarious. I also, dude, this too. This is just this is random. I saw this. Look at this.
Jump
shot. New basketball version of Top Golf is coming soon. I don't know if I've gotten into some fake news. I've been getting deep fakes on the internet, but
oh my God.
I know I was just watching that. That's why I stopped. That's hilarious. J-Bot needs touchdowns from action, and he's not getting them. Oh, they're going to kick a field goal.
No.
Cowards. Oh, my God. Oh, well, it got tipped. Okay. Okay.
I need 18 points, so field goal doesn't help me.
Wait a minute. Now, is this Josh from the YouTube? Fourth quarter?
Yeah.
Fourth quarter performance? Okay, it is real?
Is it just like a bunch of Papa shots up?
I don't know. It looked like there was just bays, and then there were basketball goals. Like you could just shoot free throws or something. I don't know.
I'm definitely not taking my wife there. She might. I mean, she'd probably kill me if she heard me say this, but she might be the worst basketball player I've ever seen.
Really?
Oh my gosh, dude! Like we went to the this jump place, and she was trying to shoot it like next to the goal, jumping up and shooting it. She was shooting it over the backboard. Then we have like little things, and like I'll play games because I got the range. And I'm like, hey, if I make this, you like telling the kids, like, you got to go take a bath and go to bed. If I miss it, you can stay up. I'm Drano every time. They're like, we want mom to shoot. And she like sails it over. I'm just like, good God.
Hey, my
Please
son's got
don't
one.
teach our kids how to play basketball.
Son's got one up in his room.
On the door frame?
Bunk bed.
Nice. Is he dunking?
There you go. You had a follow through jumper. Hey,
That's
he
right.
remembers. Golly, man. We can't say it. Can we say it now? We used to play basketball in intramurals.
Yeah, it wasn't ever
We
a
used to.
problem.
Anyways, that was
100%
another
chance of rain.
hey, intramural champs, dude. Okay.
One of the funniest things ever, though, was when we told TJ that we could beat him in basketball.
TJ Corman?
Yeah, when we saw him down at the beach. He tried to argue with us all night that he could beat us. We're like, dude, we're just kidding with you, man.
No,
He just
dude.
got so mad.
You haven't seen us shoot, TJ. You haven't seen us shoot.
Told him I'd lock
Lights
him
out.
up.
Lights
I
out.
told him I'd lock him and set up.
Oh man, it doesn't like that's the thing about a locker room. Like people don't understand. Like once you're in the like when you're in the locker room, you're in the locker room forever. Like doesn't matter
Yeah.
how old you are.
Oh yeah.
We see you out, you go right back into talking trash to your teammates.
Especially us. Like if we see you, you better be ready. It's like sitting at the lunch table at high school all over again.
Yep. We did it whenever we went back up to Appa.
Ain't nobody safe.
Ain't nobody safe. You ain't played nobody, Paul.
We're like the SEC back in the day.
No, we'll get to the SEC. Hey, we got a whole segment on that, dude. We got the Thursday night game, Eagles, Commanders. Predictions, or not predictions, but headlines are hot takes from that. Football weekend hot takes from week 11 in college football. We got the Goat Rack Bargain Bin DFS bets. The college football playoffs move into this. Is it the second or third edition? I don't remember. Then we got games of the week, and then all right, we're going to address something here about stealing intellectual property here in a few minutes with the headlines. So let's pop the headlines up from the past few days.
Okay.
Number 5, Dolphins still alive. On Monday night, the Dolphins went out to Los Angeles, beat the Rams. Frauds. Matt Stafford stinks. I've been telling you for years. 23-50. I love how like you play 1 week of football, and you can convince yourself that all your takes were 100% true. That's the fun part about doing this, is be like, you can immediately call like, yep, I was right, knowing there's like 7 more games left where Matt Stafford could absolutely ball out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where that Dolphins team came from, or
What do you mean?
Where the Rams went.
They got their. I'm telling you, dude, the Rams. Matt Stafford is fraudulent. It's over.
Your hate against Matt Stafford is like my hate against Jared Goff.
Yeah, pretty much. Who are both pretty good quarterbacks, but
we're like, we have to say it with our chest out because, yeah, it's becoming less and less true.
It's not, dude. Stafford, he gets so many calls. He was the original Mahomes.
He gets calls because he would win the game.
No, he's gone. Anyways, you mean to tell me Matt Stafford's a good quarterback? Like, they had 0 touchdowns, none. The Rams led in every offensive statistical category, just about. I was looking it up. There were 4 turnovers in the game. And then this stat right here. The AFC playoff race for that 6-7 stuff is going to be hilarious.
Dude,
because since 2020, 4 teams each year, one team each year has made the playoffs that started 3-6, and there's a lot of teams that are 3-6. There goes Miami of Ohio, 34-7. There's a lot of teams that have made the playoffs from 3-6. So I cannot wait Dude, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, this is where I get mad. You know, I'm a Niners fan. So whenever Purdy doesn't have all of his weapons and he sucks, everybody's like, he's a bum. He stinks. Whoopity-doo. When Matt Stafford, C.J. Stroud, you know, these guys don't have their weapons and they stink, they don't get anything. So I'm not going to let it stand. Right? Let's same level. Purdy doesn't have all his weapons and he stinks and he doesn't win games. Everybody's like, he's not the guy. He's not him. Okay. Stafford's missing Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp, and he sucks. Oh, I'm going to be right there talking that trash.
They didn't stink when
He
they
did stink.
not when they
They
didn't
didn't
have them.
score a touchdown.
They were winning games without them. They beat the Niners without them.
They didn't score a touchdown. They didn't score a touchdown against the Dolphins. Stop living in the past. That game's done. That
Well, you
game's
said
over.
when he didn't have them. There, people were making excuses. People weren't making excuses for him when he didn't have them because they were beating people.
No, they weren't. They just started beating people.
They beat the Niners.
That was their one win during that time.
Well, they beat people.
That was their one win during that time. Anyways, Dolphins still alive. They still have a chance. I'm not really sure what to make of them. Their defense looks pretty good. They did not run the football well, so I don't. You're an AFC East guy. What do you mean?
The Dolphins are they're good front runners. Like if they can get up on you, like if they score first possession, you know, can get a stop, score. Like if they can front run you, they're gonna beat you because then they can unload and get after the quarterback. But if they get into like a dogfight or they're playing from behind a little bit, they're not. They don't have a chance.
Their schedule looks favorable. I think they play the Raiders this week.
They had a 3-game lead on the Bills last year with 3 games to go, and they lost it. So they had to play.
It got cold.
They had to play teams with winning records. I mean, last year we talked about it. They didn't beat a team with a winning record at all last year.
McDaniel stinks too.
Hey, it's a Shanahan guy.
Hey, well, guess what? It's like Saban. Saban had all his disciples, but they couldn't beat him. So I'm just saying.
And when they started to, he quit.
Dude. Okay, so Dolphins still alive. Pretty entertaining Monday Night Football game, at least. Micah Parsons, clout chasing. This guy cares more about his podcast than he does playing football right now, which I can't blame him because the Cowboys suck. They stink. Stink, stank, stunk. The Cowboys are a Grinch team.
Well, and like I said last week or Sunday, I told you that something's going on in that locker room. This is before all this came out. I said something's going on because he's talking trash about McCarthy. Dude, he said, it's more important to him to play for, Zach Martins and those vets than it is for the coach. And I didn't even hear that before because he said that on Monday or so, Sunday night. I don't know. When I came on the show, I knew nothing. I just said for them to get beat that bad by a rival in your own division, with or without your quarterback, because Cooper Rush, they lost by the Eagles for 3 points with Cooper Rush last time. So don't tell me it's Cooper Rush.
He's not a leader, dude. He said, when he said all that stuff, he said, Mike McCarthy hasn't put in the time. It's like, dude, Mike McCarthy's been in the NFL for 18 years. He's put in the time. Don't say that. And then he goes, now he's saying everybody is mincing his words and misquoting him. And it's like, I mean, the audio says what the audio says. He goes, I'll clear it up on my podcast. That dude, man. I can't. Hey, there you go. Here's a Cowboys fan. I can't even defend the slander. They don't respect McCarthy. The trend is a younger coach. Hey, you see right there? Look, Josh, people stole that take from J-Vi, man. We got proof.
I said that back in September.
September 5th. Gosh, dude. So anyways, Parsons clout chasing. Next. If you're a Caleb Williams fan, number 3. If you're a Caleb Williams fan, they're calling. There's been the Bears are in shambles, dude. I don't know how they didn't top the shambles meter, but holy cow, man.
That OC hasn't even been there a whole year yet. He was in his first season.
He was the guy from Seattle.
Yeah, and did you hear what the wide receiver said? Yeah, They asked him about it. He said, "Are we live?" I guess he wanted to make sure before he started spouting off.
Yep. So the Bears, dude, the Bears, fire the OC because they have to do something because you go online and I've just been running in circles, quote tweeting everything in people's mentions about all this stuff that's coming out, just running laps, man. People are so mad. They're like, and everybody says the same thing. It's the offensive line. It's the offensive coordinator. I'm like, dude, when you got to make that many excuses, most of the blame has got to be on the quarterback. They snapped the ball. He is in the last few games, he's had about 3 to 4 seconds to throw the football. Average, I think, before that was like 3.2 seconds. But, dude, you got to get rid of the football. I mean,
And he's got weapons, and they're open.
yeah, I mean, that's the thing. They have all these weapons.
I mean, he's got a good tight end. Rookie quarterback's best
good
friend.
running back. All these dudes have made Pro Bowls.
Swift can catch the ball out of the backfield. Rookie quarterback's best friend, tight end, running back.
DJ Moore was a Justin Fields guy. He was mad whenever they traded Justin Fields. So he was mad. And the Bears gave him a huge contract.
Yeah.
Hey, they should trade DJ Moore to the Cowboys.
I mean, run a screen with DJ Moore. It's like a sweep.
Just do some low percentage. Like if your offensive line sucks that bad, then don't throw the ball downfield.
Caleb Williams might have to do a pirouette before he throws it, though.
I'm
if they're
telling
throwing
you,
a screen.
So let's go through some of these. Caleb Williams, remember this?
Yeah.
Text he sent to the rookie punter. Didn't you send the picture of him having the punter having more yards than the Bears offense?
Yes. The punter has 100 more yards, punting yards, than the Bears have total offense.
You remember whenever he said whoever drafted him, he wants ownership in the team? Here you go. Multiple veteran players. They wanted him benched for Tyson Bagent.
Ooh.
Like, these are not things we're saying. These are things that are reported. This one was my favorite. Since 2000, do what?
All right.
Since 2021, Caleb Williams ranks 106, 63.6%, dead last in catchable throw rate, excluding screens, and 104th in pressure to sack rate, 30.6%, dead last. One of the worst QB seasons in recent memory.
Oh.
You have those numbers in those statistics, and people are going to stand up here and tell me he's not throwing catchable balls and he doesn't know how to avoid pressure. That tells me he's not seeing the field. And this is the offensive coordinator they've hired, who was the Panthers' offensive coordinator. Thomas Brown stints as a play caller last year. Weeks 11, success rate was 34th, 28th, 29th, 28th in every measurable.
Terrible.
Dude, they put the Panthers coordinator for the debacle of Bryce Young last year in charge of Caleb. What a bunch of idiots. Like, what are they doing?
Dude, Chicago is where quarterbacks go to die. It's always been known that.
But he was supposed to be generational. Like, it's not.
Yeah, but it's the system, man.
No. Don't.
It's the system.
Stop it. Stop it. The guy needs to take ownership. He walks in there, texts the punter, you're not going to punt much, tells everybody he wants ownership stake, and then you go out there and you're putting up doo-doo numbers like that.
Hey.
I mean, there was a highlight video of like, yeah, it's the offensive line. It was just like 10 throws where he threw it into the dirt or over people's heads into the stands. It was hilarious last game. Anyways, so who knows what's going to happen, but that was funny. Number 2, fade Lamar this week against the Steelers.
I heard something today that he's only played in one game against the Steelers since 2021.
Record 1-3. I got you, dude. Lamar, record against the Steelers 1-3. Total touchdowns 4, interceptions 7, fumbles 5, completion percentage 59.1, passer rating 66.8, been sacked 20 times. That's from 93.7 The Fan. Buddy, Lamar Jackson against the Steelers.
Hey, he hasn't had Derrick Henry, though.
Facts. So, I don't know, man. That game's going to be that's AFC North football. Bet the under, right?
Hey. What's this? I don't know. What was this? What was the score last week? The Steelers had. They have 30 last week. 27. They're averaging like 20, 25, 26 with Russ, right?
Mm. Yeah, I think it's
The
27
thing
or
is
30 over the
now
last.
is like the Ravens can before the Ravens couldn't get into a shootout with you.
Yeah.
And I feel like now the Ravens can get into a shootout with you
Their
because
defense sucks.
you have to respect Derrick Henry enough, to leave wide receivers open.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
Derrick Henry's going to break an 80-yard run on if you play shell coverage like the Bills tried to do.
yeah, and he did. He did break an 80-yard run.
Yeah. So it's like you have to respect him enough to receivers can get open now for Lamar, and they can play in a shootout.
But they also are going to be in shootouts because their defense sucks. So they have to be able to play shootouts.
Yeah, right, dude. They got Trey White now.
Oh, gosh. Dude, Derrick Henry is one of my favorite football players of all time. I love watching that guy play football. He's awesome. There you go, dude. So these, I don't know. I don't think you fade Lamar, but these are just funny numbers, right? These are funny. It's just like,
Well, I wouldn't. It doesn't matter who it is. I'm not playing the quarterback. It's playing the Steelers. They're not known for their defense.
and the thing is, like, you look at this game and it's like, oh, everybody's talking about the Ravens. They're a shoe-in. They're the favorites, and it's like the Steelers are still leading the division.
Yeah,
Like they're the ones in first.
this is a big game though.
It is
Because this gives that team the upper hand. Whoever wins is going to have the upper hand on the division, and the Steelers have to play everybody in the division twice.
Yep.
Still, you got to watch out for the Bengals. Still,
Hey, I'm telling you, they're not dead. They're not dead. They play the Chargers. This can be a fun game against Chargers Sunday night. Sunday night football. Last one. Number 1, Deion Sanders. Everybody this week. I mean, dude, every single show. It started with First Take. Then it was Get Up. Then it was Pat McAfee. Then it was all the, first things first. The facility. Everybody was going Deion Sanders to Dallas. Dude. And so whenever we go in there and we talk about Deion Sanders to Dallas, when I saw that, I was like, we have got to find this clip. And we did. We found it. September 5th, 2024. You said this whole, predicted exactly what these shows were going to say, and it was hilarious.
and I had a little different tone about it because I said that they weren't going to sign Dak, but they signed Dak. But if Dak's hurt, who knows how Dak will come back after tearing his hamstring off the bone.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the recovery is for that. I know Kilgore came back from that, but
Yeah, they'll come back.
how effective he'll be, I don't know.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
He's also getting married, so you know what that means.
That's a bigger, fade him. Well, that's probably why did he fake an injury?
I don't think he faked an injury.
To plan for the wedding. Holy cow. Well, anyways, the reason that was up there is because it was just funny. You're sitting there and everybody's like, ooh, that's a hot take. And it's like, what? You said that months ago. And the whole thing was like, it was just a riff to get, like, they are taking it serious.
Yeah.
And we knew that it was going to be that way when you said it.
Well, and I was just trying to get Tex and Butch riled up.
Exactly. Like, that's what it was supposed to be. Like, it was a take that somebody would say on one of these dumb shows. And we knew it was coming. So kudos, credit to you.
Hey, shout out us.
All right. Okay. Anyways, let's go to Thursday night and week 11. Football, yay, yay.
Football, yay, yay.
Here we go. We've got actually a really good game on a Thursday night, dude. We've got the Commanders at Philly. Let's try to say something really ridiculous so that people get mad at us because we're fans just like everybody else, and we're going to say stupid stuff. We're not going to be objective, are we?
No, we're not.
No, we're not. So if you came here for us to be unbiased and objective, then go watch one of those other shows that spouts off takes that are stolen. Philly 7-2, Washington 7-3. Washington off the loss of the Steelers. Philly just beat who? The Philly just beat Dallas. Smoked them.
Yes.
I
I needed points in the Kent State Miami of Ohio game, and Kent State just ran a touchdown back, fumble recovery touchdown. So I just covered that.
Oh,
game.
did they?
Yes.
Wait, so they covered against Miami of Ohio?
Well, the over hit.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, there you go.
30 and a half's not hitting, so Texas getting beat on that.
Okay. Washington is 7-0 versus teams 500 or below, and 0-3 versus teams that are 500 and above. Just
so they're
thoughts.
the Dolphins of last year.
Yeah, pretty much. Hurts has played himself back into the MVP conversation. He's fourth at plus 1,200. MVP race, Jaden Daniels, is seventh. I don't know what his odds. I didn't even really look. But so you've got two quarterbacks. You know what this means. Loser out. No longer
push that bus. Everybody
no longer
the bus.
No longer MVP. That's what we have to do, right? That's how we play the game.
Yep.
Washington's offense, 11th in pass yards, third in points per game, fourth in total yards, fourth in rush yards per game. Potent offense. Philly's offense, 20th in passing, rushing their second. So two of the top rushing teams in this game, in the league. Points per game, 7th. Time of possession, 5th. So these are two very good offenses. Other than passing, they're both kind of mediocre. Defensive-wise, Washington, 14th total yards against, 5th against the pass. So that plays right into their favor. 9th in sacks, 28th rush per game, or rush yards per game. So Philly's defense, or Philly's rushing offense against Washington's rush defense, there's your matchup.
Yeah.
Philly's defense, 5th in points against, 2nd in total yards against, 3rd in passing yards against, 5th in rushing yards against, sacks, they're 11th. So
Ooh.
Philly's defense been playing good.
How have they stepped it up?
Tex, you missed it.
Missed what?
Can you hear? Deion for coach, Deion for Dallas.
No thanks.
Why not?
That's it.
Yeah, no thanks.
We were just about to get into the hot takes, dude. Thursday night. We were just going over the matchup is Washington's run defense sucks, and Philly's rushing offense is really good. So this might be a blowout. Think it might be a blowout?
Who?
Philly.
No.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Not no divisional game.
Well, let's stop talking about it. Let's be about it right now. Here we go. Hot takes. Any initial thoughts before we get into these?
No.
Okay. Hot takes for Thursday night football. J-Vi, care to go first? We'll let Tex get lubed up over there.
Yes. My hot take is how many times will Herb Street drop look how athletic these new generation of quarterbacks are.
Has he been saying that a lot?
I have no idea. I just feel like these guys are going to run around, buy time, create a play, and we're going to hear about how athletic they are.
Yep.
Well, they are. I mean, that's
they are. I mean, you're not stating anything that's not factual.
I have a feeling that's a narrative that will be pushed or brought up.
Okay. It doesn't matter. They're going to hand the ball off to Saquon. They should hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley about 30 times.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I agree.
Let him jump backwards over people.
Tex, your hot take.
This is the changing of the guard game. Old busted joint. Jalen Hurts going out.
Who's like 25.
New hotness coming in.
Who's that? Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels. Changing of the guard.
Okay. Commanders. I don't know if it's changing of the guard. Because wasn't it Dak's division? Was it ever Jalen Hurts' division? Whose division was it?
It was Jalen Hurts because he went the furthest in the playoffs.
Okay.
No, dude. Guys, come on.
Daniel Jones.
Whoa.
We all know.
It was Eli's division for a while.
Yes.
It was.
Whose division is the NFC East? Actually, it's
Right
Brock
now it's
Purdy's
Jalen
division
Hurts.
because he has smoked every single one of those teams. It's Brock Purdy's division. Trick question.
Mm-hmm.
Because last year he went 4-0 against the NFC East.
I think it's Mike Ditka's division.
Ooh.
Okay. Explain that. What do you mean?
But you're saying random names. It's Brock Purdy's division. It doesn't make any sense. It makes the best much sense.
He beat all the teams last year by 40 points.
Hey, you know what? At some point in the past, also Mike Ditka also beat all the teams.
Okay, so who's the GOAT? Mike Ditka or Brock Purdy?
I'm gonna go Ditka.
You would because you're a coward.
Mm-hmm. No, because I think that's the truth. I mean, just how far back do you want to look? You want to look a little bit back? You want to look pretty far back? You want to look kind of far back? I mean, what kind of lens are we using here?
I'm looking at what happened recently. In the best quarterback
we're just talking about the ghost of Christmas past, the ghost of NFC East past.
Yeah.
I mean, how far back do we go? I've seen Scrooge. He goes real far back. And he comes a little bit further up. I mean, how far back do you want to look?
Well,
Speaking of the ghost of past, they took the touchdown off the board that Kent State scored.
Oh, no. What does that mean?
It means I'm not covering.
Oh, no.
I was trying to find that game. I can't find it
on ESPNU. It's on
ESPNU.
I don't know if I get that one.
Oh, what was the phrase? Can't catch, can't pass, can't run, can't skate.
Can't stop, won't stop.
That's what it was. Okay.
ESPN News.
Commanders, Eagles. Eagles favored by 3.5 at home. 48.5 over under. My question, my hot take, are both of these quarterbacks actually game managers?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. You want to see why? Would you like to see why?
Yeah, show me why.
Do I have a slide? You better. Actually, I don't have one for Jaden Daniels, but I do have one for Jalen Hurts, and hopefully this makes the clip so we make a lot of people mad. Is Jalen
I do
Hurts,
get it. Yes, I do get it.
Are they game managers? Because Chase Daniels said the Eagles are asking less of Jalen Hurts, and it's paying massive dividends. He's been extremely efficient in playing some of the best ball in the NFL. Hurts pass attempts weeks 1 through 4, 33 attempts per game. Weeks 6 through 10, 21 attempts per game. Since the bye week, Hurts has 16 touchdowns, 1 interception. Translation, what Chase Daniel doesn't want to say. Jalen Hurts, we made him stop throwing the football because he couldn't stop throwing interceptions, and we realized we had Saquon Barkley on our team, and we just hand the ball off.
Yes, exactly.
And let Jalen Hurts manage the game, which, depending on who you're a team or a fan of, that could be negative or positive. But apparently it's a negative thing to be like, hey, maybe we just hand the ball to one of the best players in the league. You know, there was one quarterback out west that did that a lot with a really good running back, and everybody's like, well, he can't do anything. But now all of a sudden, Jalen Hurts is an MVP. Ooh. Interesting. Very interesting, to say the least. Chase Daniels said, without actually saying, they're making him not throw the ball less because he kept turning it over. So,
who the
Eagles played. So, and Jaden Daniels, I think he attempts 26 passes per game. So, you know, they run the ball well too. I don't know. They're both game managers. Let's just say it. Let's be real about it.
Okay.
So they played the Giants, the Browns, the Bengals, the Jags. This is the Saints, the Bucks. They lost to the Falcons. They lost to the Bucks. They did beat the Packers. The Eagles did. This is a fraudulent 7-2 if I've ever seen it. Browns, Giants, Bengals, Jags, Cowboys without anybody. It's fraudulent 7-2. I'm going to say it. Fraudulent. Dylon says, I guess it's division championship game tomorrow, right? Well, just literally copied and pasted his hot take right into the thing.
Yeah. I mean, whoever wins has the upper hand, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Any other thoughts from the game?
I think it'll be a decent game.
I think so too.
Was AJ Brown playing?
I think so. I know he got hurt.
Devontae Smith playing.
Do you think the under's the play here? Because both of these teams run the football really well.
So the way I look at it, not that this should matter, people should take this into consideration, but when I'm trying to do over-under, I look at 47. Okay. And you think 47 is a 27-20 game, which is kind of like an average score. 24, 21, 27, 20, that's 47. So do you think these teams could get to 27-20? Even running the football? I mean, Washington has a hard time scoring sometimes. Sometimes they go a game only kicking field goals.
I think they're going to be behind, and I think they're going to have to rely on Jaden Daniels.
No Brown game? Terry?
In reverse Terry? I don't know.
I think I would bring it down a little bit and go with the over.
Oh, so you're going to bring it down a little bit. That doesn't, so you would take what you're saying is you would take the under 48.5.
Look, maybe I'm just not man enough to take the under.
You coward, Tex. Are you man enough?
I think I already took the under.
For tomorrow night?
Yeah, I think I already took it. I was just sitting there trying to think about it. Let me look it up.
Both of these teams' strong suits running the football. So unless we're breaking off huge runs, I don't know.
Yeah, but I think Washington runs it to set up the pass.
Yeah.
But Robinson's back, right? I think he's back this week.
Eckler's been doing pretty well in that McNichols guy.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. The Commanders are just on this magical run where they had the Hail Mary, which basically made the Bears implode.
Oh my God, he's wide.
And they're that's losing parlays left and right late in the games.
The dude was wide open. Walk-in touchdown, quarterback missed it.
Welcome to Maction, baby. When you bet Maction, you gotta expect that.
Dude, Kent State is terrible.
The Golden Flashes. So, who wins? Who wins the game?
I think Eagles win.
Tex.
Long field goal to win it.
Tex, who wins it? So you say the Commanders cover.
Commanders, yes.
Tex.
Give me a second to look up what I did. I got a bunch of I did money line. Commanders money line. I put in a bunch of bets.
Tex put in 44 bets today.
I saw that. I think I want to pick the Commanders because they're fun. So I'm going to pick the Commanders.
Yeah, I hate Commanders money line.
I hate the Eagles and all their fans.
And then I did also Commanders covering the spread.
You bet a money line and a cover.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you bet the under in there too? Don't be a coward. Coward.
Do it right now. Do it right.
Do it. Throw it in there. Dude, the Commander-in-Chief.
All right, I'm in.
The Commander-in-Chief parlay, dude. Commanders money line. Commanders spread cover. Commanders under.
The Red Dawn. The Red Dawn.
I like that.
What is Eastern Michigan doing? Why are they punting?
Okay. I don't have anything else on this. I think Saquon's going to run for like
that game.
yards.
I watched a lot of that game, and they've blown it. They have blown it.
I need 2 points. I need 1 point in Eastern Michigan game. I need 2 points in Kent State game.
Vic Fangio's been cooking also for the Eagles as defensive coordinator. So, okay. Now we've got to talk about Week 11, boys.
Taking the under.
Week 11, here we go. On the bye, the Panthers off a winning streak. The Cardinals on a winning streak. The Giants, who are going to bench Daniel Jones because they don't want him to get hurt, so they don't have to pay him. And the Bucks.
Same thing the Bills did with Tyrod.
Yep.
Same. And the
Drew
GM
Lock.
was, yeah.
Drew Lock's going to be playing for the Giants and maybe Tommy DeVito. So obviously it kicks off Thursday. This is a good slate here. We're not going to read off all these because if you know what Week 11 is, you probably looked at the slate. But there are some good division games in the 1 o'clock slot. You've got Bears and Packers. You've got Steelers, Ravens. So you got two good games you could watch right there. And in the 4 o'clock slot, you've got three pretty good games right there. And then Sunday night, pretty good game, Chargers, Bengals. And then Monday, Shrine Bowl. No, state championship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Week 11. You don't need us to read off all the games. Really sad we didn't get Flacco and Aaron Rodgers. Could have been great. Could have been a really cool visual. Some of these games are going to suck. So,
yes.
Anyways.
T-Law's out.
That could be bad.
What's the spread on that game? Holy smokes.
Is it 14.5?
Did it go up that much?
I don't know. Or was it 13.5? There is no way on earth Mac Jones is going to Detroit.
13.
There's no way. They'll win by that's
a letdown game for the Lions?
I don't think so. That would be hilarious, though. I don't know, man. I don't know. Dolphins play the Raiders, dude. Just telling you. They could get to 4-6. Bengals could be 5-6.
Steelers are +3 at home.
Wait, they're not. The Steelers are what?
The Steelers are +3 at home.
People are giving the Ravens. Their defense sucks. Their defense is not a +3. The Steelers win that game. I'm sorry. Steelers win that game. Steelers money line. Do it. Text. Mike Tomlin never had a losing season. Okay. Get to the hot takes for week 11.
Got it in.
Let me look at it. Let me look at it and think about it. Steelers money line.
Steelers money line. You have to.
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
Go all in.
I'm gonna let that sit. What do you mean go all in? Already bet him.
Tomlin never had a losing season. Solidify it early.
No, you need 10.
I already did. I bet that future already.
All right. Week 11, GoatCon press conference, relevant weekly football questions. We have looked at the Week 11 slate. We've also looked at the college football slate, which we'll get to later. And we have picked out our questions that we want answered for Week 11. J-Vi, pick your first question.
Well, my first one is kind of ruined now because I wrote this before the news broke. And I said, will backup quarterbacks prevail against old teams, as in revenge games, meaning Flacco versus the Jets, and who was the other one? Jameis Winston versus the Saints.
Jameis Winston versus Saints. Any other ones? No. I don't think so. Yeah, Flacco versus still a revenge game though. How bad is that Saints Browns game going to be? That's going to be terrible.
I don't know. Both of them are still in it.
Dude, every AFC team's in it. If Denver loses, every AFC team's still in it.
They're lurking.
That leads me. That leads me into one of my questions. This is gut check games for the AFC West and the AFC East, because if the Broncos lose this game and the Chargers lose this game, they had two of the last three spots. That could then give the Dolphins. What the?
What?
He's back.
But
what is going on right now?
Play his music.
Yes. He's back. But Butch just got back in here. We haven't seen him for a while, but he's here. Holy cow. Completely got me. Good to see you, dude.
Keep on going. What you got?
Okay. Right here. This is a gut check time because the Patriots are not out of this thing, dude. They are not out of this. I'm telling you right now.
They're out. They still have to play the Bills twice.
They're not out.
They're out.
They are not out, dude. They're not out. Do I have to show you the playoff predictor? Tex can look it up. The Patriots, if they win this game, they get to 4-7. And if the Broncos lose, they're 5-6. That means they're one game back, dude. Patriots aren't dead. One game back. No, they're not. Dolphins not dead. Patriots not dead. Jets not dead. Jets could be 4-7. Huh?
Jets are dead. Jets are last.
They could be 4-7, one game back if the Falcons beat the Broncos. It's gut check time. Is the AFC West powerful or not?
Leading into Monday night's game, the Bills had more wins than the whole rest
week
of
11.
the AFC.
It's week
11.
It
is only week 11. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. People
Chargers lose. Broncos lose.
Like Tex said, play spoiler for the rest of the year. You're right back in it. You're right back in it.
That's what I'm saying. They're not dead, dude.
You just got to win.
Up there.
You got
He's up on his high horse.
And that's it.
With the Bills at 8-2 and that joke of a division. He should be hyping up the AFC East. Instead, he's watching that game so hard right now because of this, whatever he's trying to win.
It's over.
It's not going to change, dude.
Bullshit.
All right. Tex, what's your first question? Tex, what are you doing?
I was looking at my parlays too. See what?
Stop it. They're dead. They're all dead.
The parlays are dead, but I also individually staked everything too, so I got some wins.
There you go.
Yeah, I got some wins. I got some.
Stay hot, kid.
That was a good way to do it. Right there.
Yep. Stop putting the Cowboys on prime time. Jerry Jones is gonna die. That's my take.
That made me laugh.
They asked him. They were like, "What are you gonna do about the sun?" He's like, "Everybody's worried about the sun. The sun's over there. We all know where the sun's gonna be. What about the moon?"
So, he said, "What do you want me to do? Tear the stadium down and build a new one?"
Yeah.
Put up some curtains. That's what everyone wants them to do. Put up some curtains.
Yeah, curtains.
They did. They put up curtains on the season when they paid Dak Prescott.
Put up a sunscreen or something. Put a sticker out there. Put a polarized, just make it, put a polarized strip over top of the window. Something.
Stop putting the Cowboys on prime time.
Yeah, but in general, just stop putting them on prime time because it's just sad.
This is a new product that's out for Windows too. Tint. Very new.
Yeah.
Just hit the market. Tint. Windows tint.
There's no way they can figure out how to stop the sun from coming in a glass window. Nobody's figured it out in 300 years.
It's up for grabs. It's a great idea.
It's the most Cowboys headline of all time. We lost because of the sun. Shut up.
Well, they lost because of other things, but sun didn't help.
J-Vi, what's your second question?
Bragging rights. Speaking of Texas, bragging rights game for the state of Texas. Backups.
What do you mean by that?
Because both teams have a lot of backups in. Again, I wrote this before knowing Nico Collins is coming back. It tends to be a trend, but hey, the Cowboys have backups. The Texans have backups, so it's bragging rights for JV teams.
This is the preseason game.
Yeah.
Okay. My second question is, which division rivalry is the hottest this weekend? Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 division rivalry, right? This is a good one too. You got Commanders, Eagles, Bears, Packers, Steelers, Ravens, Niners, Seahawks. Those are all pretty hated division rivals right there. Which one's the hottest right now? Nothing would make me happier than the Bears to just mollywop the Packers at home. That would make me so happy.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Caleb Williams to do well.
I'm a Caleb Williams fan now.
Oh, okay.
His offensive line is going to get fixed. It was the offensive court. All the problems are fixed, dude. Right?
Yeah.
All problems are fixed. So, heated rivalry.
You again, once again, are a big AFC East fan. Pulling for the Pats this week.
Why am I pulling for the Pats? Oh, dude, Rams suck. I'm not worried about the Rams.
They beat the Niners.
Rams suck. Rams are bums. That was my question. Tex, go ahead. Your second one. I love this
on there, is it?
Yes, it is.
Where is
it's under
it?
Butch's.
Oh.
Is it?
Oh, is it better for the Bills to lose now against Kansas City and get the playoff revenge later, or win now and lose in the playoffs in a you ended our undefeated season revenge game, retaliation game?
Answer the question, J-Vi.
I'm torn about it. It's like I said on Sunday, it's a no-win situation for Bills fans because, if you beat them, we're gonna say, well, we beat them the last 3 regular season games, so it's not anything new. But we still got to beat them in the playoffs because that's when it matters.
But if
we lose to them, everybody's going to see, well, I told you, you just can't beat the Chiefs.
Same old Bills.
Same old Bills. They need to win this game, not because it's regular
They need
season.
to win this game for people like you who just want the Chiefs to have their undefeated season.
No, the Bills need to win this if they want any shot at the 1 seed.
I understand that, but the 1 seed is still.
Stop trying to blame me for
the 1 seed is still a long ways away. Now, if the Chiefs would have lost to the Broncos, then yes, I would say this game is huge. But if we're being realistic here, if we beat the Chiefs this week, we're still 1 game back from the 1 seed. So you look at our schedule versus their schedule. Again, being realistic, I don't think we run the table the rest of the season and go undefeated. I think we'll slip up once. Who knows? Maybe twice. So now you're asking the Chiefs to lose 3 games.
Tex, you hear what he's saying right now?
Mm-hmm.
He's saying the regular season's over.
I'm just saying,
and it doesn't matter.
We're wrapped up
once,
with what?
Twice, 3 times it's over.
This is a glorified starters play the full game preseason game. Doesn't really matter because
you've already given up the 1 seed. He's already waved the white flag.
We're gonna see these boys in the playoffs.
Yep. Hey, you know what you should just do?
Hey,
go ahead and let the Dolphins get in the playoffs instead of you.
Look, I love what you.
The Pats aren't out either.
I love what you guys are trying. What you 2 boys are trying to do. You're trying to create controversy because your teams aren't in the playoffs yet.
But hey, newsflash. Cowboys aren't making the playoffs this year.
Hey.
Newsflash. He's trying to deflect for just admitting that the regular season's over and the 1 seed's out of reach. He's already given up.
I'm being realistic. I'm not saying it's out of reach. I'm just saying
talk.
Look at what their schedule is versus what our schedule is.
I hope Bills fan. You know what? I'm tagging Bills Mafia in this to I want them to get all over you on TikTok or
they'll
whoever's
agree with
yelling
me
us this week.
Agree with me.
That is loser talk. You need to be like, we're going to go in there and beat them so bad that it counts as 3
we're
losses.
not going anywhere. They're coming here.
We're going to beat them so bad that the playoff committee from college football is going to be like, wow, that was such a bad loss by Kansas City. We have to drop them all the way down to the wild card. That's what you should say. Instead of, oh my gosh, it's a long shot anyways. We're just looking to have fun out there.
I never said that.
That's what it sounded like. That's what I translated it as.
Well, that's you putting words in my mouth.
Okay. That was a good question. If Chicago, so Dylon says Chicago, this is a great take too. Dylon says for week 11, Chicago goes this week again without a TD from their offense. In fact, I bet the Bears defense scores a touchdown before their offense. And then he also said he's afraid that the Boo Birds might come out for Caleb Williams. I'm torn on who he's actually rooting for. Shouldn't he be rooting for the Bears because he is a Vikings fan?
Yeah, he needs the Bears to win this game.
Wow, Deion doesn't even know his own team.
He should have said that he wants Bajent to start this game and win it for the Bears. That's the correct take.
Bring the locker room back. Bring the huddle back together.
There's no other way to bring the locker room back together than the backup quarterback who can beat everybody in arm wrestling on a team come out and win a game.
Well, can he or can his dad?
Both. Tag team champs.
I think both. Yeah, tag team. Yeah,
Knock,
tag
knock.
team.
Tag
Tables,
team
tables, and tables.
Yes. Love a good table.
Yeah, that's a weird Dylon. Dylon not really knowing that he's not. You two don't know your teams right now. You got neither of you. You got teams in first and second place in your divisions, and you have no idea what to do with yourselves. Act like you've been there before.
Yeah,
I've been here last 4 years.
This is pathetic,
dude. The Bills and the Chiefs are about to play for the 8th time in 5 seasons.
I love that.
It's only done one other time. It was Brady Manning, which I also compared this rivalry to Brady and Manning. I mean, we played them 2 less times than we played our own division opponents.
And you've lost every time in the playoffs, right?
Hey, but we beat them every time in the regular season.
Split. So, which one would you rather have?
Hey,
you already lost to one seed,
baby.
Your mind already lost. Well, that's you guys are Lamar Jackson then.
Hey,
the Bills
give
are
us
Lamar
the MVP. Give it to us.
Whoa! What is this? What is this?
Oh man!
Wow, legendary Brock Purdy is the second quarterback in NFL history since 1950 with a 100+ passer rating in 10 of his first 15 road starts. Purdy joins Patrick Mahomes as the only quarterbacks to ever do so. Holy cow! How did that get in there?
How convenient that was in there.
How did that get in there? Sometimes I forget what I'm putting. You know, I've got stuff going left and right. I forget what. Maybe one of you put it in there. I don't know.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's wild. Wow. Him and Patrick Mahomes. Mount Rushmore.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy.
It is. All right. Let's do the picks. Let's do this. Let's do the DFS. Hit the electric slide.
I was looking for a picture.
Literally the electric slide. Okay. Here we go. DFS, Goat Rack, Bargain Bins, NFL, college football, DFS, and bets. This is where we choose anything from week 11, week 12. Currently, ladies and gentlemen, we are 66 and 63. We went 9 and 10 last week, losing week, but still up. I've been trying to keep up with the math. The week we went to Buffalo, I couldn't do it. So I just skipped that week. So I have no idea what we did that week. Skip it. So doesn't count. But 66 and 63 of everything we've tracked. So
I had a winning record last week on all my bets.
You did. Tex screwed us because he went on an absolute loser streak in the NFL.
No, so I'm saying in our betting group on DK.
Tex is about to be banned from betting NFL if he goes 0 for 4 again. We're gonna cut him off. We're gonna go because you put a whole bunch more that you're about to get cut off.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Hey, you're picking too much with your hot takeness and not your brains. I know you. J-Vi, what do you got here?
So I didn't really love anything on Thursday when I was looking at it. So I'm just doing a lot more college football on Saturday. So I'm starting off with Utah +5 or +11.5 at Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that.
Why not?
Utah played well against BYU. Colorado's starting to get a little cocky.
Utah got robbed is what they got.
Yeah. Utah's got some confidence back.
Utah's got a really good defense is what they got.
Early game. More than a touchdown and a field goal. So really got to win by 2 scores. I'm going Utah 11.5 at Colorado. I'm going Tulane money line at Navy. Navy's after they got mollywopped by Notre Dame. After they got mollywopped by Notre Dame, I don't trust them anymore. They don't know who their quarterback is. They don't know what they're doing. Tulane.
Veterans Day was Monday. You're really going to do that?
Top 25, Tulane comes in and wins.
I'm just saying.
Speaking of monumental games, I'm going Marshall moneyline over Coastal because
even though Coastal has the extra time to prepare.
Yes, and I'll tell you why.
We're just shitting on every single one.
Because this is Marshall's plane crash game.
Oh,
they're wearing unis. They have everybody's name.
Game.
Okay.
Everybody died in the plane crash on their helmets. Marshall plane crash game, money line, Marshall.
We're back on it.
Okay. All right. I agree.
Good point. Great point.
LSU at Florida. I know LSU's not that great right now. -3 at Florida. Come on. Florida's terrible.
Florida's been playing better. I don't know about this.
They've still been losing by 14. They played better. They lost to Georgia by 14. They played better. They lost to whoever by 13.
Shark Tank, I'm out.
LSU -3.
Actually, we don't know who's playing quarterback for Florida, so that's actually might be smart.
See?
Florida's down to their third string quarterback. I think he transferred from Harvard.
All my in-laws on my wife's side went to WVU. Huge WVU fans. I think they've packed it in. Baylor can be a wagon. Baylor can also stink, but I think Baylor beats WVU by more than 2.5. I don't trust South Carolina.
What is wrong with you?
I don't trust Missouri. I don't trust South Carolina, but I do know that 2 touchdowns.
You don't trust West Virginia?
2 touchdowns is a lot. I'm going Missouri.
He had a winning record. And
I'm going Missouri +14 at South Carolina. Now, my last college football bet, I almost wanted to take it out because I read on the ticker before we got on the show that Tennessee might be missing their starting quarterback. If Tennessee's missing their starting quarterback, then I'm taking that one out. That does not count.
Don't take that out.
But if Tennessee's starting quarterback plays, +10.5.
Who's the starting quarterback for Georgia? Is it still Carson Beck because he's throwing 5 picks a game? That's the question.
Yeah, but Tennessee's backup quarterback against Georgia's defense.
Yeah. I'm feeling the same thing as J-Vi.
If he's not playing, then
I tell you what, AK, put it on yours then.
I will. Carson Beck sucked.
I'm going NFL,
but he stinks. I'm sorry.
All due respect, he does suck. All due respect.
He's just a kid, but he stinks.
All due respect.
I could say that. I don't know. I'm not talking about off the field. I don't know what he's like on the field. Stinks. He's in the Grinch category like the Cowboys. Stink, stank, stunk.
Mm-hmm.
Off the field, no idea. Could be a great guy. On the field,
all due
stinks.
respect.
Yep, with all due respect.
If Tennessee's starting quarterback plays, count me in on this. If he doesn't play, I'm out.
AK's in no matter what.
NFL on Sunday, Vikings versus the Titans. I know the Titans stink.
Will Levis is back, though.
I think the Vikings' performance last week was kind of just a flash in the pan. I think they get back on track. Over 39.5.
You pick some just
that's wild, man. That one's wild to me.
That's a low number.
Going there. I don't know, man. I think that the Titans aren't that good.
They're not.
Will Levis is back, though. Will Levis is back.
But they got
Bengals at the Chargers. This is the week right here. The Chargers have not hit an over all year long. This is the week. Bengals, Chargers, over 44.
Well, any game Joe Burrow's attached to.
I do like that one. I agree with you there.
Any game Joe Burrow's attached to, cook it. Cook it. That dude scores more points than anybody and loses all the time. It's not his fault, though. It's not his fault. That's nice. Good card. Very contentious card. I like that card. A lot of debate. Who's next? Me.
Lots of flavor on that card. There's lots of flavor. Some of it's bad, though.
For your DFS outlines here, at quarterback, we're going Tua. Tua's getting warmed up, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Tua's playing the Raiders. I don't know who the Raiders just played, but I'm pretty sure they got torched. Hold on, give me a second. Raiders. Yeah. The Raiders just played the Bengals. Joe Burrow threw for like 6 gazillion yards. So, play Tua in your DFS lineup. We're going to get to that, BMO. You stop it right now. That's coming up in a second. Audric Estime, running back, Denver. Shares going up.
You estimate he has a good game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nice. It's me, Estime. I'm Audric James, bitch. Keep going if you want me to.
Nope. You stop it.
So anyways, he's getting all the carries in Denver. Play those two in your lineup, DFS. Don't listen to me. I played Mac Jones last week. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. That was terrible. I'm going college football.
That was an absolute mistake.
That was terrible. Very bad. BYU
college football
Saturday, -3. You're kidding me. At Kansas? No, versus Kansas. Amelia.
Kansas plays like they did last week against Iowa State.
I don't care. BYU's a wagon, team of destiny. Doesn't matter.
So you think BYU can just play better than they did last week, but Utah can't play as good as they did last week.
BYU on the road, rivalry game at Utah at night. Most people don't win that game. Most people don't come out alive that game.
I'm just saying. So you don't think Utah can repeat that performance, though?
Who are they? Wait.
Colorado.
But they're at Colorado.
Yeah, so?
Yeah, but still.
It's not. No.
Still.
No. BYU -3 Kansas. Wazoo, Washington State.
That game's a late game, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It's at BYU.
BYU's at home.
I'm saying it's at BYU.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to win by more than 3.
I said the same thing as you.
I know. Wazoo, Washington State, the Cougs.
Just AK.
Okay. What?
All the games that Kansas has lost have been mostly one-possession games. So they're right there at it.
Mostly.
Yeah, the only one that wasn't was TCU. Everything else was like 6 points or less.
BYU at home, late game. They're gonna win by 15. I'll tease it all the way up to 2 touchdowns.
And like Kansas beat Iowa State.
Last week.
Great.
Manhandled them. Almost beat
Iowa
Kansas State.
Iowa State season was done when they lost to who'd they lose to a couple weeks ago?
I'm just saying Kansas might have a 3. They might have a 3 and 7 record.
I can't wait for about 3 minutes.
Don't sleep on them.
Don't sleep on them.
Don't sleep on them.
Wazoo -12.5 at New Mexico. New Mexico stinks. Wazoo ranked. Rutgers.
Yeah, agree.
Rutgers at Maryland +180.
I'm
Plus
done
180.
With
What?
I'm done with Rutgers.
Nope. You're done?
Dude, me too. They're up and down. They're 2 up and down.
Nope. They're rolling. They just beat.
They stink on the road.
They just beat. They run the football. Maryland sucks.
Stink on the road.
I looked at Maryland. They're terrible. Maryland stinks. Rutgers can run the football. I trust a team that can run the football on the road. And then the NFL, Las Vegas at the Dolphins over 44. Book it. Parlay all that. All four legs right there. That's the 4-leg banger. Bangers and mash. Okay. Oh, Tex.
Come on now. Come on.
What's that right there down there at the bottom over here?
I was
like
saying
you're yelling at me, and I knew you had that on your card.
Wait a minute. All I was saying.
Wait a minute.
He also has Utah.
You were saying. I know, but listen. All I was saying was that the line might not be that wrong. You're saying it's completely and totally wrong. I was making the point that the line is not that wrong. I think BYU is going to win this game by a touchdown, but It's not.
I
that
think they're
wrong.
going to win it by 2.
Just
I'm
looking
gonna
at
move
what
it all
they've
the way up
done.
to 14.
Just looking at
13
their
and a half.
resume, they should be like 25th in the BC in the playoff ranking. Kansas should
Who?
at 3-7.
Hey,
his resume.
Quality losses.
Another
Quality
top 25
losses.
win.
Quality losses on that thing,
Quality
all
loss.
up and down.
You're right.
All right.
You're about to be banned if this goes 0-4 again right here. This NFL card.
Bengals money line, because
I'm going to block
like
it out.
We've been
next,
saying,
I'm blurring
it's
it out
it's,
next week.
Burrow has been right up against it the last couple weeks. I mean, he's been slinging it. He's been dealing it. He's been stirring it. He's been doing it all, everything to it. Now I've got the Chiefs, which I spelled wrong.
That's great, but who are the Chiefs?
The
Who are the Chiefs?
Who are the Chiefs? I've got them at +2 because I believe that this will be a 1-point game, and the Bills are going to win it by 1. That's
Tyler
what
Bass.
That's how strongly I feel that the Bills are going to win. That they're going to do it by 1.
Tyler Bass walk off.
Yep, walk off, or they're going to come up short in the last like 2 minutes, something like that, or a missed field goal by
Harrison. Bucker.
Yeah. Which I don't think will happen.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I just think they'll come up short. I think it's be a 1-point game. Bill's going to win on a field goal. That's what I think is going to happen by 1. 49ers 6.5 for sure, and then Houston Dallas under 42.
Oh,
because Dallas is once again probably not going to score a touchdown. This is my gut feel on this game.
I don't like that you bet the Niners 6.5. I love Caleb Williams sacked 38 times, most in the NFL, 15. They're like, it's the offensive line. I'm like, dude, he doesn't throw the football.
Well, I think the Niners are going to win, though. I think the Niners are going to win that game.
They are going to win. They're going to absolutely mollywop the Seahawks.
All right, now Texas plays. What is it, Mississippi State?
That could be.
There's no way. There's no way it's going to be a 13.5-point game. It's going to be an absolute blowout. Utah also feel like they're going to cover that spread.
I don't
Tulane
believe it.
Navy under. You know my gut feel on all these service academy games. It's going under. Tulane Navy.
I've been betting on Colorado to cover spreads, and they've been absolutely nuking people. So I don't. It's not that I don't trust Utah. It's that I trust Colorado more.
And then we've all talked about it. BYU -3, probably a little.
We
low.
didn't all talk about it. You sat up there and told me that I was wrong.
Kansas. I was just no. My whole point was they're not that the line's not that wrong.
Okay, I disagree. I'm moving
Kansas
it up
is
to
better than their
13.5,
record shows. And then with the Cowboys and the Texans playing, Stroud, Schultz, Dell, stack.
Nico Collins is playing though,
and also Houston defense, because the Cowboys offense stinks.
Wow, dude.
There you have it.
Hey, speaking of the Bills, though,
Deion.
Bimo just got off the card with T-Bass. He's locked in.
Hey, next time you talk to him, tell him come just pop right in. We'll send him the link.
Yep.
Tell him we got to get. We were there for him.
We were. We broke the curse.
We did. We did break the curse. Good for us.
We got.
Dylon says, "What?
We got to do the Niners now,
dude. We got to get in touch with Jake Moody first.
I wonder what the record is for the team that plays the Bills when we go up there. What they do next week, because the Dolphins won. So is it a Bills win plus a bump the next game you play?
So you're saying bet the Chiefs to win the next game if the Bills win? Good strategy.
We have to go up there.
I see what you. Okay, I see what you mean. I would go back up for a playoff game for sure. We'd have to make that happen, dude. Especially if it's an AFC Championship game. Well, that wouldn't be in Buffalo.
Might be.
You're right. Could be. Golf will return back to Superhuman, looking to form at Jacksonville. Play him at 6,300. We'll see. I don't know. Cedric Tillman for Cleveland Jameis revenge game against the Saints. There you go. Look at that.
Told you.
Ooh, I love these. Here, okay. Dylon's double parlay. Jahmyr Gibbs over 16.5 receiving yards. Nice. And anytime touchdown. Dylon's getting out in front of his skis here, boys. I don't know.
He's getting in over his skis.
Getting whatever.
Getting out in front, dude.
Mm-hmm. How do you spell skis? S-K-E-I-S, Tex?
S-K-I-S.
Oh. That's not how you spell Chiefs, idiot.
I before E, dude, except after C.
I was in a
Where are we
hurry.
at? What are we doing? Okay, we got to play the, I think is that it? That's it, right?
Yeah.
Let's play the Hang the Banner music, and then let's.
You did it! Congratulations!
Hang the Banners! Here we go. I went Dak on you and Cooper Rush. Hang the Banners.
You didn't go deep enough, grelly enough.
Well,
Here we go.
Didn't work for him. Who wants to go first? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Then we got college football.
I'm going to hang the banner for the Dallas Cowboys needing to literally hang a banner over the windows.
I like that. They would if they'd won anything. They'd have banners to hang.
I mean, they've
They
won
haven't
stuff.
won anything.
I mean,
Ooh,
they've
if
won
they could
stuff.
hang banners,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
the sun would be blocked.
Mm-hmm.
Is AK trying to hang a banner for being conference or division champions?
Yeah, for like the last 6 years, NFC
Okay, I'm
champions,
just saying,
NFC.
okay. No, I mean, I'm just saying, you're going to hang the division championship banner. Got it.
Now, what
Got
did
it.
the Rangers? The
Got it.
Rangers just hung a banner for.
EA Sports Championship. They won the simulated
Mhm.
championship.
No, what did they
Super
just
Sim.
hang a banner for? I sent it
Regular
to you.
season.
Regular
Oh,
season.
you know who really needs
win.
to? You know who needs to hang a banner? The Dallas Stars. I'm hanging 2. Dallas Stars for outscoring the Dallas Cowboys.
Wow.
Didn't you put that on there, Jay?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Okay. Can I go next since you have multiple?
Yes.
Yep, go for it.
I'm going to hang the banner for Dude's Hobbies. Here we go. I have a slide. Of course I do. The most attractive male. I don't know where this came from. I don't know what this is, but this is the top 15 most attractive male hobbies according to women.
Okay, what do we got?
Reading.
Got it.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Foreign languages.
Okay. That's a hobby.
I don't know. Playing an instrument.
I thought it was a skill. Okay. Also,
Cooking. Dude, these are
Okay.
awesome. Cooking.
Okay.
Woodworking. Number 5.
Like
Painting.
whittling with a knife.
Number 6. Writing. Number 7.
Okay.
Gardening. Number 8.
Oh, I like that one.
Swimming.
Okay. Also like that
Number
one.
9. Photography. Number 10.
No.
Kind of
I
photography.
mean, like, yeah, we were taking pictures of.
I don't know. It just says photography. I don't.
OF, dude.
Astronomy. Number 11.
Okay.
Hiking. Number 12.
Why would they call it like?
Gazing at the stars, buddy.
Okay.
Archery.
No, but knowing what you're looking at, I like it.
Dude,
Okay,
he's like-
archery.
Archery. Number 13.
Got it. Yeah. I like that.
Blacksmithing. Number 14.
No girl has ever seen a dude blacksmith before.
Go for it, man.
Traveling. Number 15.
That's it.
No
We'll
one
see.
on here was watching football, playing
Sports.
golf,
Sports in general.
gambling on sports, doing a podcast with your friends.
We're
None
not
of that made
attractive,
the
dude.
So what was number 1 was reading.
Yes, number 1 was reading.
Dude, I will tell you this.
That doesn't make any sense to me, man. Like,
Where did
okay.
this come from?
I don't know.
Any normal woman would get bored with a dude that did this stuff.
I just think I think reading is good. Like, it's good to be able
But you
to
don't
read
do
and
that
maybe discuss
together,
a book
do
every
you?
now. No, that's where I'm going with this. Like, there's no
I read Twitter all the time.
men's interest and women's interest in books are 2 totally different things. Like, I love a good biohistory by Ron
Yeah.
Chernow. Dude, that dude can write a freaking great book
Preach.
about like Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, patent. I got like 4 or 5 books by Ron Chernow that are about like these great historical figures and things they did. But it's a really like at the surface, it's a really boring book about some dude.
Are their husbands a part of a particular group?
I don't know where this came. I have no idea where this came from. It could be completely false, but this is if so, this is the greatest con job of all time. We all need to send this.
I don't know.
We need this case study. I'll send it to everybody.
It's like the worst dates.
What was the second one?
Foreign languages. Ha ha.
Yeah.
Oh, Frisian.
Ha ha. So, anyways, hang the banner for whatever this is. Hang the banner for most attractive male hobbies. That was fun. That was good. Let's all send it to our wives. I'll send it to you.
Yes. She will say you do 0 of these things. Well, I cook. I
do. I mean, I read. I cook.
We got to learn how to blacksmith.
I read, but I don't like just open up a book in front of my wife and start reading.
None of it.
I might though.
I love cooking. I will say that.
I like cooking.
Well, I don't have time for recreational reading, so I read books over the span of like years.
Read books. What if you read books?
I've been trying to finish this book, The Empire of the Summer Moon, for like 2 years.
What if you read books via tape, audiobooks? Does that count?
I mean, yes. And
podcast, dude.
There you go. So technically, we're reading.
Yeah.
Good for us.
You digest the information differently, but you still digest it.
Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead, J-Vi.
So I'll do 2 real quick, and one I'm gonna start with one that might have been a got me. I didn't check into it at all. I just heard it and I was like, "Holy cow, it's impressive." Let's hang the banner for that. Jared Goff, 7-0 in games where he throws 4 interceptions or more.
No, that's fake, dude. Somebody made that up. I saw it.
You sure?
I'm sure. He's only thrown more than 4
it.
interceptions twice. He's 1-1.
I thought the 7 was a bit much, but hey, I believe everything.
I read the tweet from the guy who made it up. He said, "This is how easy fake information is. I just made this up sitting on my couch."
Hey,
and then Aaron Rodgers read it off on the Pat McAfee show.
I love it.
That's great.
Hey, everybody has a hot take, including us.
I love it.
You just got to catch on.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
My second hang the banner goes out to me because Friday night I had a kickball game.
Did you finally get one?
No, I didn't get a home run, but I did launch one, got to second, and we had a because it's co-ed, so it's mixed. So we had a female come up after me. She hits one to third, and she's running the first, and the person's running at me trying to get me, and I run directly at him. I hit the circle button, spin move. They reach for me, couldn't get me. I end up running past third, scoring. We get on first too. It was impressive.
Can you do that in the baselines?
Yeah, you can do spin move. Do whatever you want.
All right.
Hey, everybody was like, "You still got it, dude. You still got it."
Hey,
be
careful, better for yourself because you still got it.
Be careful
until you don't got it.
Be careful of that Achilles, that ACL, man. When you start adding rotational forces into that straight line running.
I did have another got you moment listening to the radio the other day, and I thought it was so. I listened to the Sports Talk radio through the Odyssey app, so I can listen to the Bills stuff. They played a commercial on there, and it was completely in Spanish, and it was in Spanish for Lowe's hardware. And I'm thinking to myself, are they trying to advertise for football fans instead of football fans? And they got them confused, and the Spanish station is on for the football network. Dude, it got me. Hang the banner for them for getting me.
I just saw this. Hang the banner for the person who caught Caitlin Clark's tee shot.
Dude, did you see that thing?
They put the shot tracer on it, dude.
Oh, no.
Somebody put the shot tracer on her tee shot. I mean, Texas, one of us gets up there. There's fans standing there beside the range. and she just yanks one hops it over all the fans' heads like 20 feet from her tee.
Yeah, dude, they were
Breakfast
lined
ball.
up like her first
Breakfast
tee
ball.
shot. Oh yeah.
That's great, dude. So she almost scrambled somebody's eggs. All right, here we go. Quickly, college football week 12. Here is the 12-team playoff bracket projection. This is beautiful. Also, shout out App State. We play JMU, 2 games left. This has been a terrible season. We still love you, but shame on you.
Get bowl eligible.
No, don't do that. Just let the season go.
Who would you rather watch on primetime, App State or the Cowboys?
Oh God, App State.
Oh yeah, App State.
App State.
App State.
Here we go. What do you think? Miami still number 4, Oregon number 1, BYU number 3, Texas number 2. Ole Miss snuck in there somehow, dude.
Because they beat Georgia.
This is ridiculous. They're just all right. Notre Dame, Tennessee 8-9, Ohio State 5, Boise State 12, Indiana 7, Alabama 10. So Penn State, Ole Miss 6-11. What do we think? I like it.
Miami's not winning the ACC.
Dude, SMU might win the
SMU will win the ACC.
And then we get SMU, Boise State in the quarterfinals. Are you kidding me? That would be phenomenal. People would be so mad if it was SMU and Boise State. They would be furious.
Hey, if the SEC doesn't get it together, they might only have one.
No, dude. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Let me wait. Tex, any thoughts on this?
No. I think right now we're being set up. That's just my gut feel. We're just being set up right now.
Yeah, the four Big Ten schools in the top 5.
Oh, you didn't have a problem whenever it was the SEC? You coward. You and Butch sat up here on this show and told me, oh, we got 5 out of the 6 out of the top 7. What are you going to talk about now?
SEC has 6 in the top 12. Like, I'm not.
Shoes on the other foot, and you don't, and now you're mad at it.
Look, all I'm saying is
gosh.
The SEC this year has played each other. Texas has played Alabama.
They play each other all the time, every year.
No, they don't. Alabama and Georgia don't always play each other.
I am excited though about the matchups and the teams who would potentially be hosting in this: Ohio State, Tennessee, Penn State, and Indiana. That to me is very exciting.
Can you imagine Indiana, Bama at Indiana?
Oh, that would be a terrible color.
Well,
matchup.
Indiana would be packed out though. They'd be packed out.
That'd be a terrible color matchup. They're too similar. We need somebody to screw up here. But oh my gosh, they started playing the commercials.
We need Ohio State to lose is what we need.
They could lose. They play Indiana. It's the only, and it's at Ohio State. It's the only hard game they have left. Penn State doesn't have a hard game left.
What did you okay. J-Vibe said put this in there. What is this?
This can't actually happen because SEC gets their champion in. But if the SEC keeps going, they all have 3 losses. Could you imagine this?
Oregon, SMU at 2, Boise State at 3, Colorado at 4, Ohio State at 5, Penn State at 6, BYU at 7, Indiana at 8, Kansas State at 9, Miami at 10, Washington State.
I mean, if Colorado,
so you're basically saying from 13 to 20, all the SEC teams would be there. But
the only thing that would be different with LSU would actually get in. They'd probably replace Army. But who would have a problem with this?
Not me. That would be
Colorado.
I would love for Army to get in there.
Could beat. I don't know how you don't put a 12-0 team in there.
Me
regardless
either.
Of who they played.
Well, so this leads right into the next one. This is what they're already doing. Heather, whoever the hell this chick is, she's the reporter and insight. She's all over the place.
She used to be ACC reporter.
Yeah, she did.
Now she's apparently the expert. I don't know.
I don't understand. I don't understand that line of thought either. If the team goes undefeated, they ought to be in there.
Yes.
Well, but they're already starting I would really hesitate to eliminate a 3-loss SEC team. Gave us a history lesson on why some 3-loss teams wouldn't totally be out of the CFP unless you're Ole Miss, unless you're Vanderbilt. What she means is certain SEC teams won't be out of it. Right? South Carolina could run the table and be what? Do they have 3 losses? Maybe.
Yes.
So if they have 3 losses, run the table, they won't get in. It's only for the Alabamas, the Georgias, the Tennessees.
Ole Miss.
Yeah. So
I mean, Alabama has more top 25 wins this year than the top 5 teams combined.
So they're basically saying they wouldn't rule out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the SEC schools. That's what they're from South Carolina up. Don't eliminate the 3-loss SEC schools. Shut up. So you're basically saying all nine of those teams are still alive. It's ridiculous.
Well, they're giving a lot of weight to the conference.
Stupid. Bimo says, "What's the 5 or 6?" I'd rather be the 6 if you're gonna get the Big 12 champ. I'd rather be 6. I don't know. That's a good question, though. Anyways,
depends on who wins the Big 12.
Oh, here's the Week 12 matchups. It's true.
That Pitt Clemson game lost a lot of luster.
It did.
Hey, are we thinking Nebraska's going to beat USC?
Oh, baby, I was looking at that bet. I almost put them on the card.
No, not.
USC just benched their quarterback, Miller Moss, and they just got some sanctions placed against them. USC's in shambles, dude.
Wait, is Oregon playing Wisconsin at home at night?
Don't.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Don't do it. It's at 7:30. Don't do it to yourself. We tried that with Penn State. Who was it earlier?
It's dark.
No.
Yeah, but they were
Don't
right
do it.
there.
I'm telling you, that's
right
a trap. That's
Oregon
a trap
hasn't
game
had a
for your
letdown
brain.
game all year.
Trap game for your brain. That's
Who's
a trap
Oregon
game.
got next week? Who's Oregon got next week?
Oh, Texas is playing Arkansas. You don't even know who they're playing, dude.
Arkansas.
Mississippi State.
At Arkansas,
I
too.
remember it's Burgundy.
Trap game.
Hang on.
Quarterback.
Who are you asking about, Dave?
Who's Oregon play next week?
Hang on.
I don't know. Look it up.
I'm trying to.
I'm looking at.
Look it up, everybody. They play. They might have a bye.
Washington.
No,
Oh no, they do got a bye.
No, they play Wisconsin.
No, that's this week.
That's this week, and then they don't play again until the 30th. So that's
wow. So they only have one more game left. That's nuts. That's crazy.
Dude, you know what makes me this sad?
That's
college
very
football is
sad.
almost over.
That's terrible.
3 weeks.
We'll have bowls and such, which will be great, and then this playoff, which is also going to be great.
That is going to be.
But you know, it's just sad that it's almost over.
It is.
And we got to wait all year.
No, we still have a month of football.
We still
NFL.
We got all things.
Let's not complain about it. Let's enjoy it.
Yeah. I'm already worried about it going away.
Okay, this was episode 183. That was a lot of fun. Follow us on all socials. You'll see us. We're the ones that everybody's yelling at because we said Jalen Hurts sucked. That got people really mad. And if Stephen A wants to come on our show and stop stealing our stuff, that's fine. And as well as all it was hilarious, dude. Every single one of those shows all had that thought. They all had it. I was just like, you gotta be. And every time I saw it, I went and put the video. It's like, y'all bunch of losers. Okay. Anyways, follow us on socials. Wednesdays live show, Sundays live show, Thursdays and Saturdays we do some too. Podcast will be available tomorrow if you're just tuning in, and podcast will be available on Monday too. So in our show description, there is a relief effort for Avery County in North Carolina where the Hurricane Helene hit. You can click that link, help the people up in the high country. We love the high country. We all went to school there, and they need your help because it's about to get cold. So they need generators, jackets, food, things like that. So help if you can. Anything else? Oh, locked tight at the top of the WOAT-A-MAKER. 14 for me, 14 for J-Vibe, 14 for Butch. Shout out Butch for showing up. Dylon 8 and
Shout out
Texas 2.
Butch.
Shout out Butch. That got us good. Okay. Anything else?
See you Sunday.
Leave a review.
We love football.
Podcast help. Subscribe.
Yeah, it's our
Go Niners.
passion.
All my teams stink.